Welcome everyone, thanks for joining us for today's episode of Canal Days. As always, I am your host Carrie, along with my co-host, founder of the Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Camus. Our Canal Days series delves into the vast collection of historical sites throughout Massachusetts with Robert's expertise of the local history of our personal guide. Each episode we uncover history throughout local communities with historic houses, meaningful monuments, preeminent pivotal pioneers, and remarkable remaining remnants, all while uncovering their seminal significance. Today's episode of Canal Days will be canvassing the war memorials of Court Square in Springfield, Massachusetts. So, can you depict to for us what the Civil War memorial is like?
Yes, that is the most glorious Civil War monument, I think, in Western Massachusetts. It's also the best of all the war memorials in Court Square, and there's many. And it was made by Melzar Mosman, a world-famous sculptor based in Chicopee, Massachusetts. He did many such pieces for communities around this area and, of course, across the United States. It's mounted by his work, but on the basis of it, it has quotes like there's the Gettysburg Address by Abraham Lincoln. There's one front that tells you about who these men were and were based. And then along the length of the monument's granite stone itself, it has inscribed in it like about 12 different war sites or battles that Springfield had men go off to during the Civil War. So it's a very well-made structure and in great shape at this point.
And can you describe the Vietnam War memorials?
Yes, this one here is also very nice and very well done. It has the names on it of all the men from Springfield that lost their lives during the course of that war because of the war. And there are many. And it made it in 4 different parts and goes off in arches in different quadrants. And some have sections with names on it, and other sections just tells you what the monument is for, telling you exactly that it's for Springfield men that lost their lives. And so it also is very gracefully done. It's on the opposite extreme of Court Square, at least 100 yards away from the Civil War monument.
And stick around and we'll be right back after this quick announcement. Are you fascinated by local history and eager to investigate the obscure treasures off the beaten path throughout the state of Massachusetts? Or maybe just seeking an unforgettable cultural activity for family and friends to enjoy? Look no further than Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke. Founded by Robert Camus. With over a decade of experience, Robert offers captivating tours and presentations of historic sites and landmarks throughout the state. Whether you're interested in canals, cemeteries, charming churches, and more, Robert's tours provide a unique and enriching experience for all. That's not it. You can also schedule private tours tailored to your interests. Ensuring a personalized adventure and unforgettable memories. Perfect for families and groups of all sizes, making for an exciting hands-on learning experience that brings history to life. Simply visit hoyokecanaltour.org to book your private tour today. So, getting back to our episode of the War Memorials in Court Square for Springfield, Massachusetts, can you summarize for us what the other memorials are like?
There's also a Korean War memorial in the Court Square, of course, for the men that lost their lives during that war. It doesn't have the name of the men's. It's a lot simpler than the others. And there's one for the Marines only that was put up. And that one's fairly nice. Now, what about other wars? Other locations within Springfield honor different groups. for instance, is the Spanish-American War won at a location in Memorial Square, and that's with a statue. So that war is not in this particular location. There's also a World War One memorial somewhere in Springfield. Now, there is a World War II memorial here. So, it doesn't have that many names. It would have an enormous amount of names on it, to the point of 300, 400 names at least. And so they just have a special memorial stone put up, very nicely made, and it tells you that it honors the many men from Springfield that lost their lives during the course of this war. Also not in this park is a stone for the Revolutionary War. Of course, there be many men from there. And that one, I still haven't found out where it is in Springfield. So that's still on my to-do list.
Can you describe and characterize the McKinley statue?
The McKinley statue is the very end of Court Square. And there they put a memorial statue up for this president, one of only 4 presidents who've ever been assassinated during the course of their term. And he was much beloved by the United States and, of course, the people in Massachusetts. And they put a very original monument stone up for him, where his depiction is on the stone. And then there's a statue of an American goddess trying to climb that statue, trying to honor him in as many ways as he can. Like all presidents, they have a group that would love them very much, and he was like that.
And thank you so much for joining us for our Canal Days series and today's episode of the War Memorials in Court Square, Springfield, Massachusetts, and joining us on our journey through the rich history of the Connecticut River Valley. We hope you enjoyed uncovering some of the hidden and overlooked marvels and their fascinating stories that shaped our past in the state of Massachusetts. A special thanks to Robert Calhoun, founder of the Historic Tours of Greater Holyoke, for sharing his passion and expertise with us. Remember, you can find more information about Robert's tours, book private tours, and explore the Canal Days video and podcast series at holyokecanaltour.org. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please like, comment, and share. We'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions for future episodes. Don't forget to keep exploring and discovering the history that is hidden in plain sight all around us.